in the restive Sudanese region of Darfur. The 98 gallant men and women of the Gambia Armed Forces attributed their achievement in Darfur to divine intervention and the GAF Senior Command for the pre-deployment training program earlier given to them.
We left this peaceful country to go to Sudan, Darfur, on the troubled region. Today we are back in peace. We thank them a lot.
The situation in Darfur remains volatile. A sad story that summarizes the Herculean task that the men and women in uniform were able to accomplish in a bid to bring lasting peace in the region.
It's not easy though. The situation is very hard and tough, but as you know, we are all soldiers. There is nothing like we are women or men. Exactly. Yeah, so it was hard with us, but later we coped with the situation and we worked with them, and the men were so grateful to us. They treat us as we are brothers and sisters. Yeah, that was wonderful.
Contributing troops to Darfur and our troops coming home successfully, it's sort of an achievement for us, because if you look at it, we went in peace and came back in peace. We lost no soldier, nobody came home sick or ill. So that's some kind of achievement that we are proud of, and that we are contributing 15 contingents to Darfur. That's also a major achievement that we are proud of as a nation.
Gambian troops are renowned for their valor, professionalism, and commitment to dynamic regulations in peacekeeping arenas. Sekou Sekan urged the experienced Contingent 14 to embrace and use the values to further propagate and nurture the peace the Gambia is known for since time immemorial for posterity.
Today is another important day in your lives. Going to Darfur and coming back is not a mean achievement. We all know the condition in Darfur. The weather, it is not friendly. The environment is not friendly. People are foreign. So going there and spending 7 months or thereabout and come back home in one parcel worth thanking God.
Bound for their homes, these troops are said to reunite with their families and loved ones after a short spell of absence. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
Well, climate change early warning system for the Gambia has been the focus of a 2-day capacity building program organized by the Department of Water Resources in collaboration with the United Nations Environment Program and other partners. The training for 50 participants from the Kanifing municipality is designed to bridge the gap in knowledge levels as well as encourage networking between the providers and users of information relating to climate change. Louis Mendy again.
The Gambia is not alone in facing threats posed by climate change, as countries the world over is grappling with the effect of the global threat. The recent loss of land in the Gambia due to erosion arising from increased sea levels and alternating droughts and flows due to enhanced erratic behavior of rainy seasons are typical effect of climate change. Experts at the Ministry of Water Resources and stakeholders are optimistic that the only way to deal with this global issue is to increase community awareness on the subject, a rationale behind the organization of this 2-day capacity building seminar for providers and users of the climate change warning information.
The scientists have done extremely well to raise some level of awareness at the technical and the political levels of this country. Corresponding successes at the community and private sector levels has not been established. The main reason being these scientists speak highly scientific and technical language, and they are not able to speak and understand the language of the communities. Hence, there is need for an interface between providers of the climate and climate change information and the major users, communities of that information.
The purpose of this meeting is really, as part of our project, to raise the level of awareness of your constituency, and you being members of representatives of KMC would be equipped with the impacts of climate change, how it affects us, and the means that we put in place to adapt to the impacts of climate change.
Two prime reasons that seems to make this seminar particularly important is the simple fact that providers of climate and climate change warning information have limited knowledge about the subject and only interact in a minor way with the most vulnerable communities that need climate and climate change warning information. Another fact is that the largest user community of climate and climate change warning information is highly illiterate. This forum is envisaged to bridge that gap in knowledge levels and networking between the providers and users of the climate and climate warning information.
Your role as stakeholders in the project is indeed capital. Our communities need to be aware of the threat posed by climate change, and this can only be achieved with your effective participation in this workshop. As part of the pilot areas to benefit from training under this project, government, particularly the Kanifing Municipal Council, expects strong commitment from you in terms of acquiring the right information about this threat and the ways to build the required resilience.
Similarly staged in Janjambure, Farafenye and Banjul, the importance of this awareness creation forum to the Kanifing municipality as the host is equally immense.
The Kanifing municipality is well known for the large quantity of waste it generates and the inadequacy in the management of the waste. Actions such as avoiding or minimizing litter and indiscriminate dumping of solid waste and wastewater can greatly reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
The Gambia under President Jammeh is credited for providing scientific and political leadership on climate change at the United Nations General Assembly. Therefore, this seminar and similar others is expected to expose participants to an array of subjects on climate and climate warning information for posterity. This forum is the first pillar of mainstreaming climate change into development frameworks that include national and sectoral policies and programs for enhanced capacities and sustainable development. The 3-year, over $1 million project is funded by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
The next Operation Clean the Nation is slated for Saturday, the 5th of January 2013 throughout the country. A news release from the National Environment Agency reminds all governors, Saifolu, Alkalolu and councillors of the presidential directives, urging them to organize and coordinate the national cleanup exercise in their localities. The agency, through the dispatch, solicits the support, cooperation and active participation of the general public, all government and private institutions, CI companies, youth organizations, members of the Gambia Transport Control Association and Tipper Garage at Bakote in the national exercise. Well, time now to take our first break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the international news. Stay tuned then.
It's NAWEC's highly anticipated spectacular gala dinner coming again. NAWEC's third annual gala dinner with Asanjai and Ngewelge Band. Other Gambian music delights like Daliba Kuyate, Abu and Fafa will grace the stage. This is a night of significance. The gala dinner is slated for the 25th of January 2013 at Senegambia Beach Hotel. Chief guest of honor, His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh. For platinum tables is $60,000, for diamond tables $50,000, for gold tables $40,000, for silver tables $35,000. Individual tickets are $1,500. The dance 26th of January 2013 at Paradise Suites Hotel, Penchami Hall, and the show is the 27th of January 2013 at Joko Brikama, a night with Asanjai, Jelly Bakuyate and Abuan Fafa.
Welcome back to GRTS News. The United States says it has no information on Iran's spy services. Washington says Tehran has tens of thousands of secret agents that are being used to plan worldwide terror attacks and suppress dissidents inside Iran. CNN's Brian Tutt takes a closer look at the seemingly unending diplomatic dogfight between the United States and Iran.
Assassination plots, terrorist bombings, cyber warfare, tactics used around the world by Iran's intelligence service, one of the largest and most aggressive spy operations in the world. That's according to a new report by government researchers commissioned by the Pentagon. The report says Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security has 30,000 people working for it. That's compared to just over 100,000